Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel on another video on sports. I'm Shakir. Lockdown has finally been lifted from Melbourne and I was able to get a haircut after 3.5 months. Today I'll be talking about World T20 2021 which has just been kicked off in UAE. World T20 was supposed to happen in 2020 in Australia, but due to the pandemic it was postponed. It was also scheduled to happen in 2021 in India, but due to the wave 2 in India, a decision was made to shift the tournament to UAE. So immediately after the conclusion of the IPL, the World T20 kicks off in UAE as well. The first group stage of the tournament was played in Qatar. This is basically a qualifying round for the next Super 12 stage. There were 8 teams in this group stage, divided into 2 groups with 4 teams each. Group A had Sri Lanka, Namibia, Ireland, and Netherlands. Group B had Bangladesh, Scotland, Oman, and Papua New Guinea. The top 2 teams from each of the groups will qualify to the Super 12, which will have 6 teams in each of the groups. There were 2 surprises in the group stage of the tournament. The first one, the most important one, was Scotland defeating Bangladesh by 6 runs. The second one was Namibia defeating Ireland. Sri Lanka finished on top of Group A, followed by Namibia. Scotland finished on top of Group B, followed by Bangladesh. Bangladesh have been doing really well in the T20 series. They defeated Australia and New Zealand, but in T20 you never know what happens that day. The 2 groups of the Super 12 has been decided now. Group A is England, Australia, South Africa, West Indies, Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. Group 2, India, Pakistan, New Zealand, Afghanistan, Scotland and Namibia. Let's go through each of the teams as per their current T20 rankings. First is England. England are led by Ian Morgan, who has been doing a great job in limited overs cricket. Even in the IPL, his captaincy was really good for KKR. He has a record of 60% wins as captain. His batting form has been a little bit of a concern. He won the 2019 World Cup as the captain of the side. Will he be able to make it a double by winning this one too? The players to look out for in England are David Marlon, who has been in great nick and has been scoring runs very freely. According to the ICC rankings, he is the number 1 batsman in T20I. Jason Roy, Josh Butler, Johnny Bairstow and Liam Livingstone have all been in really good form. So their batting lineup is very strong. Adil Rashid has been their strike bowler in T20Is. He has been in amazing form. Chris Jordan and Mark Wood have been in the mix as well. Overall, a really strong team and top contenders for the trophy. They won the trophy in 2010. Can they win this year as well? Team number 2 is India. India will be led by Virat Kohli one last time in the T20I. This will be his last tournament as the captain of the Indian team, after which he will be in the team as a batter. The Indian team are coming out of a month-long IPL which happened in UAE as well, so they are accustomed to the conditions there. But the major concern for the team will be the form of the players. Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Ishan Kishan, Suryakumar Yadav and Hardik Pandya have not been in the greatest of their form. Pant has got some runs under his belt, but KL Rahul has been in the form of his life. So will they send him along with Rohit as the opening pair, or will Kohli or Ishan Kishan join Rohit? Bumrah picked up loads of wicket in the IPL. Jadeja, Thakur and Shami have had a great IPL as well. They are a really strong team, but the batting form is a bit of a concern. But given that they always perform well under pressure, they are top contenders as well. Last time they won the trophy was in the inaugural year 2007 under Dhoni. Can Kohli make a grand exit by winning this year? Their first match is the much anticipated one against Pakistan on 24th October. Team number 3 is Pakistan. Pakistan have been in great form recently. They won 3 out of 4 T20I series played into 2021. They beat South Africa, Zimbabwe, and West Indies. They lost to England, but that was a really closely fought series. They will be led by Babar Azam, who has been in great form, scoring tons of runs. The wicketkeeper batsman Mohammad Rizwan has been getting a lot of runs as well. In the bowling department, Shaheen Afridi is their top pick, followed by all-rounders Mohammad Hafiz and Shatab Khan. Hassan Ali can be dangerous as well. They have a good mix of players and bat deep, and on their day, they can beat any team in the tournament. Their best performance has been winning the tournament in 2009. Their first challenge in this tournament would be against India. Can they break the jinx of never beating India in a World Cup match? Let's wait and see. Team number 4 is New Zealand. New Zealand has never won the tournament so far. Their best performance has been reaching the semi-finals in 2016. They'll be led by the Mr. Nice Guy, Kane Williamson. New Zealand have been playing really well overall, but they lost the only T20I series they played this year against Bangladesh. The players to watch out are Glenn Phillips, who did get some runs in the IPL. The captain, Kane Williamson, is always the key, but he wasn't in great form in IPL. Both Lockie Ferguson and Trent Bolt have bowled really well in the IPL. Ish Shodhi, the spinner, will be key for New Zealand's performance in this World Cup. They are definitely contenders to finish in the top 4. For winning the cup, they will have to play some really great cricket. Team number 5 is South Africa. South Africa have never won any format of the World Cup or never reached the finals of any format of the World Cup. That's the stat they would want to change pretty soon. Their best performance so far has been reaching the semi-finals in 2009. They will be led by inexperienced Themba Bavuma. Aiden Markham has been in great form. Andrich Norgay has been a class apart in the IPL. David Miller is a power player who can make a lot of difference. They have always been the chokers in the World Cup. Will they be any different this year? I really hope so. Hope you all are enjoying the video so far. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Please check out our food and travel blog. The link is in the description below. Also check out the links below for some rewards and freebies for various sites and services that I use. Team number 6 is Bangladesh. Bangladesh have been doing a really good job this year in T20I. They beat Zimbabwe, Australia and New Zealand this year in T20I series, and they did beat them all very easily. Mohammadullah has been doing a great job as a captain of the side. Mushfiqur Rahim has been amongst the runs, and so is Soumya Sarkar and Litan Das. Shakibul Hasan has been on fire. He's played really well for KKR in the IPL. Their top bowler will be Mustafizur Rahman, the Fizz. He did a decent job in the IPL. They played some really good cricket. Even though they lost to Scotland in the group match, they should be able to beat any team on their day. They could upset any team, which would result in them losing out on a semi-final spot. Let's see how they go. Team number 7 is Australia. Australia has never won the World T20. That is one of the missing feathers in their cap. Their best performance has been reaching the finals in 2010, losing out to England in the finals. They've got a pretty good side this year, led by Aaron Finch. Glenn Maxwell has been in great form coming out of the IPL. Their pace attack is really strong, with Mitchell Starc, Pat Cummins and Josh Hazlewood. Their all-rounder, Mitch Marsh, has been in great nick. Their spinners, Adam Zampa and Ashton Agar, have done well in the recent matches as well. They have lost their last 3 T20I series against New Zealand, West Indies and Bangladesh. So they are not in the greatest of form. Hopefully they can do well. If they can get to the semis, they've done a great job. Next up, team number 8 is Afghanistan. Afghanistan have been a delight to watch in T20I. Their performance has been all heart. a very hard working team. They have bet Bangladesh previously in a T20I, but they haven't bet any of the bigger teams. Can they upset one of the big boys? They have some really good players in the form of Rashid Khan, who's a class act. He picks up wickets in regular intervals in the IPL. Their captain Mohammad Nabi is one of the best all-rounders in the format. I would love to see them do well in this tournament. Team number 9 is West Indies. West Indies have been the most successful team in World T20, winning the tournament in 2012 and 2016. They have some explosive power hitters in the team who on their day can single-handedly win the match for them. They will be led by the most explosive of them all, Kieron Pollard. Chris Gayle is in the team as well. They got some explosive young guns in the form of Nicholas Pooran and Shriman Hetmaya. And their all-rounders, again explosive, Andre Russell and Dwayne Bravo. They have done quite well in this format this year. They bet Australia quite comfortably at home. They did lose a series to Pakistan, but that was a rain-affected series. I'm hoping for some good cricket from the West Indies. Let's see if they can defend the title. Team number 10 is Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka have historically performed well in World T20. Their best was winning the tournament in 2014 with the greats of Jayawardene and Sangakkara. Their current team is full of youngsters. They have played some good cricket this year. They bet India at home, but the Indian side was depleted with the main team in England and the team in Sri Lanka hit with COVID. The players to watch out are the captain Dasun Sanaka. Hasaranga and Avishka Fernando have been doing really well with the bat. In the bowling department, Akila Dhananjaya has been key for their wins. They have qualified for the Super 12 without losing a match. Hopefully, they will perform well in the Super 12. Team number 11 is Scotland. This is Scotland's second appearance in the Super 12. They beat Bangladesh in the group stage in a thriller by 6 runs. They won all the matches in the group stage to make it to the top of the table. They are pitted against the big teams of India, Pakistan and New Zealand. They will have a tough time beating Afghanistan as well. Let's see if they can recreate the magic in the Super 12. Their game against Namibia will a closely fought one, I guess. If they win at least one game apart from that match, they will go home really happy. Team number 12 is Namibia. This is their first appearance in Super 12. Namibia defeated Ireland to get to the Super 12 stage. They are delighted to be here. They will have their task cut out. They are in the same group as Scotland. If they can beat Scotland, they'll be really delighted. But if they can beat any other team, that will be the best day in the history of their cricket. There are some big hitters in the tournament and some really fast bowlers and some mystery bowlers. It's a month-long tournament and I believe it's going to be a cracker. It's up to Pakistan, Australia, New Zealand, West Indies and South Africa to take the other 2 spots and give India and England a run for their money. Bangladesh can be a tough team to beat, but I doubt they have the capacity to reach the top 4. Hope you all enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great week. Ciao.